In 1, 2, 3, and action. Alright, so I am kind of like waiting for this woman that is making noise outside to stop. Alright, we can go. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nosipho Kodikazike. Now again, they're waiting for me to shoot. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nosipho Kodikazike, of course, and thank you so much for joining me again. And I would also like to say thank you to each and every one of you that subscribe to my YouTube channel. I highly appreciate that, and also to those that will be watching without subscribing, please guys, I hope you will find something that will keep you from this channel and also feel at home and subscribe, right, and become a family, right? So today I will be doing a live update video. I did promise that on my vlog that I've uploaded not so long ago, that the next video that I will be doing, or rather I will be uploading, will be a live update video. I think I don't know about why am I sitting here. I was looking for a light that is more natural, right? Because I forgot to bring my puff. I didn't forget, it's just that I felt like it was unnecessary for me to bring my ring light along, and also my mic. I left it. So if you kind of having problems with hearing me, I'm really sorry about that. But I left my YouTube equipment at home, and so I have to use what I have to use right now. I didn't think that I will be back on the YouTube streets anytime soon, but obviously I have already explained on my vlog that I felt like it's okay for me to come back, because since I want to have something to do, right? If yenze sense so yeah, that's the reason why right now we are working without those things right now, right? I really hope that I am audible enough even. So obviously this is a live update video that I have promised all of you guys, and I don't even know where to start, man. I don't even know where to start. A lot has happened in the past 2 months, and so I'll just have to find a way on where to start. I did say that I am in King Williamstown, right? So, but I will not start as to why I am in King Williamstown. So obviously, some of you do know that I am unemployed. But some of you do know that I am unemployed, or rather semi-employed, if there's such a word, saying semi-employed, but I am. So you know that my contract ended where I was working on the 30th of June, and I have to go home being Duke. So I left East London and I went home, and yeah, so I was home for 2 months, July and August. And for that past 2 months, it has been kind of hard. I'm not going to lie, it has been kind of hard, and I was trying to make things work, right? If you get my point. Like sometimes when you know that you don't have a choice, you just need to let life do what it does to take you in whatever direction that it wants to take you, and then the only thing and hope for the best. So that was me for the past 2 months. Anyways, let me start here. So if you have watched my last live update video that I did here on this channel, which was uploaded in July, I'm not really sure of, in June, sorry, I'm not really sure of the date, you would know that I did say that I have an ancestral calling and I needed to attend to that, hence you see me with these beads right now. And then you see we're on the 10th of July, and now I have 2 months. Wow, actually I'm shooting this on the September, which is today is my second month. Anyways, so I have 2 months as it was, but that's not the reason why we're not talking about that today. Anyways, so I have 2 months, and I might say that in July I didn't really feel so much pressure. I really didn't feel so much pressure. I didn't think that I was not fine. I felt like I was fine because I was kind of like busy, if on the natural, because I was between home and a patron. So it was kind of like working out for me. So I was very also fortunate enough to have Ukobela that understands that we young one too, we also looking for umsebenzi because I'm obviously unemployed, and so I have to do what I have to do. So sometimes she would say, okay, you can go home, or you apply, look for umsebenzi, and then you can come back again. And also like network sucks most paya, and also Nasekai network really sucks, guys. Telcom is the pits. So if umuntu wasezilalini, I suggested that do not use Telcom if you're looking for a data, and or rather a router, whatever that you're looking for. Don't go for Telcom because you will suffer. Uksafarisha is what you will sign yourself up for if you use it with Telcom. Ekaya, we literally had to put a router on top of the cupboard, and it had the solar power because if I remove it there, it's gonna say no service, and no service for the next coming days until I have to maybe someone okay, luckily for me, my sister is going to sit down, so I have to ask her to take my router to town and then at least gain it in to a pie down, and then she comes back with it, and then I obviously send a Telcom, SA, whatnot and whatnot. So obviously send a network because it still thinks that it says it down, I have to get network, and then we put it on top of a cupboard, and then we get to have a network. Other than that, it was quite like a struggle, right? So if is lalin and you're looking to use the Telcom, don't use that. Don't do that to yourself. Don't betray yourself like that, honey. Don't do that. Anyways, so July came to an end. I was doing obviously that between petrol and home, right? In August, I realized that I was really not okay. I was starting to feel like I am a failure, and I am definitely failing myself. And obviously, I'm failing my parents as well. They've never said that. Okay, disclaimer, they've never said that. But I think if we first born, you would understand what I am speaking about, right? Because when you first born, you kind of feel like now you are a deputy parent as well. So our papas are back with a kind of failing corner. You also need to step in and help them out. Now imagine you are 25 back at home with nothing to do except this, and then you're sitting there as well. Now you also becoming umthwalo wabo on top of umthwalo abanawo. It kind of really sucks. Now as a person, you definitely would feel like you failing yourself. You are a failure. And I'm going to be honest, I'm really not good at taking failures. I'm really not good at that. I suck at taking failures. No failing, what and what not. It's part of what. I don't want that for myself. I really don't want that for myself. I remember last year when I went to write my learner's license for the first time, and that's about what was going on. I'm not even like making an excuse. I don't know what was going on. And even when I went to write, I already knew that I'm going to fail because I just don't know what was going on with me even. Right? And there's something, I don't know, it happens to everyone, but now when I know that things are not going to go well, I have this, and but there's a different trouble that I get when I know that while I'm planning, definitely things will take it's heading up. So I knew that I'm going to fail, and I did fail, but still I didn't take that kindly, right? I thought I was fine during the day until the night time. Yo, undertaker, guys. This was me every time I'm trying to sleep. Going on. I couldn't sleep. I probably slept like around 3 in the morning because I couldn't sleep at all. I was thinking about, oh, you just failed, you just failed, you know. But I did book again, and then the second time when I went to write, I almost got like 100% because I was angry, man. I was still angry. Okay, so I wrote my license, my letters license, and then I passed it. But that's not the story. My point was that I don't take failure kindly, right? So that's why it was so hard for me and feeling like I am failing myself, or rather I'm failing my parents as well, you know. So August, it was really, 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 really hard for me. I just didn't know what to do. Also applying for Msebenzi, and funny enough is that this time around we're not even getting the emails that are rejecting you. Because funny enough, you know, some of you might know where I was working, some might not, and those that don't know might never know. I don't know, but there's something that happened back in 2019, of which is going to be a story for another day. But there's something that happened back in 2019, and so I have been applying since then. I was looking for a job, I wanted to leave so bad, and funny enough, I never got any response from 2019 to 2020. I didn't get any response to any department or any company that I was applying into. Like, I wasn't, right? Some you qualify for them, some you know, call or apply or call, but you don't get any response to anything, right? And so this year 2021 I started getting responses, and it was not good news. It was, we regret to inform you this, we regret to inform you, after careful consideration we have decided. So the first one wasn't really painful for me. The second one, again, I was like, okay, cool. The third one, I was like, but what is wrong with me? Like, what did I do? Why am I keep on getting rejections? You know, to such an extent that I kept on asking for CV templates to other people and looking for the templates on Google as well, because I felt like maybe it's my CV that makes me not to even get like one interview after 2 years of applying. I don't know. So I started looking for CVs, templates, and whatnot, and asking people to send me their templates because I just wanted to know what was wrong. But still, I kept on being rejected, and I would cry my lungs out. I used to cry my lungs out, guys. It was so painful until it got to a point where it was no longer painful anymore. I was just like, okay, mayehle eyehlayo yenzeke mayenzeke intando yakho. Yona intando yakho mayithini? Might happen, because I don't know what is going on now. I don't know what is wrong with me. Of which I kind of like knew what is wrong with me, but it's just that I didn't understand why it would take that direction of hurting me, but it's okay. So still now we are basically now back to square one. We're not even getting any response to any department or any company that we're applying for. So last month I was really hitting a rock bottom, because I felt like, what the fuck is wrong? Because I'm trying my level best. You know, when you come from a disadvantaged background, it was not that disadvantaged, obviously, but it's just that it's a disadvantaged background because my mom is a stay-at-home wife, and my dad is the only person that is working and also has the responsibility for abantwana bakhe abayi-3. You know, when I say abantwana bakhe, I don't mean it like that, but outside, I mean my siblings, okay? But it's just that's how we speak at home, like bantwana bakho kanye tatakho, mama akho, whatnot and whatnot. So he has to provide for them, right? Because this time is still is a college, and the other two nabo basesikolweni, and so there's still a full-time responsibility for yena. Now imagine there's also me now back at home, and I am 25. I'm supposed to be assisting them where I can assist, you know, but nam ndithe phuhlwa amehlo sana ndilinde ukutya phaa kubo uba bonani ke xa uba manenze njani, because nam ndingumntana wethu, you know. So it was really, I felt like, yeah, I was really actually hitting a rock bottom. I couldn't deal with that. I started feeling like, andiyazi man ndizayibeka kanjani, but bendingekho window, and luckily for me, I haven't reached a point where I felt like I was having depression. That's the fortunate part. I wasn't getting any depression, whatever the case may be. But now I started kind of feeling like I'm lonely. I started feeling like nothing I do or I touch yenzeka or whatever. It's just that it's stress is so dumb and stress, yeah. So I used to sit there. Also, and now it got to a point where I felt like I don't even want to go to Kwakobela, because here's the thing, right? Ancestral calling is quite tricky and it's quite difficult, right? A lot of people think that it's a trendy thing, right? Band of it's they getting into this thing, buying the fashion, whatnot and whatnot, of which I don't even understand, because even Dala Ayakona Amagriha, it's just that they didn't have social media to post, so you wouldn't know how many Magrihas were out there. Also, you were young to even understand that, but that's okay. I'm not here to defend us or anything like that, but my point is that ancestral calling is very difficult, it's very tricky. You also kind of need to always have money, because there will be something even that you need to attend to. So how are you going to do that if you don't have money, right? And so I felt like now andifuni ukwenzela ii-nerves mna ndixelele I'm one person that likes to take care of izinto zakhe. Hence, most of the time diba out, because I know that if I'm denying mad, I don't want to be someone else's responsibility. Rather than to manage sit, man. As much as I'm not even expensive because I don't drink alcohol. So the only thing that you can buy me is milkshake or a juice. That's the only thing that you can actually buy for me. So I just don't like opodarisha abantu. I always want to make icebo, and icebo lam ingase lithi work out. So andikuthandi ubhodarisha abantu, especially when it comes to money. Ingase izinto endizenzayo ndizenze khona like ndizenze ngehlobo endifuna ukuzenza ngalo. So that's why now I also felt like going to Kwakobela is discouraging me, and she would say, no, you need to come. And I'm saying, no, I'm going to come, and I'm going to come, and I'm going to come. And at that time, I felt like I can't, Now, also, I was in a position of finally accepting that this is my path now. But also, at the same time, I felt like, they're just overwhelming me. I don't even have money to do some of the things that I need to do. So, what's the point? What is it? What's the point? So now the strangest thing, right? The strangest thing happened. All right. The strangest thing happened on the 28th of August. I was still going through all these emotions, and I was still going through my difficulties. So that day I woke up feeling a little bit under the weather. And I sat down and I was thinking to myself what I can possibly now do. And I even said that to my little sister. I was like, yo, bro, I feel like there's something that I need to do, but I don't know what is it that I need to do. She was like, yo, unabile sana. But you need to just enjoy your life right now. But I was like, no, I feel like I need to do something. And I took my laptop, obviously, and I wrote down. I'm not one person to actually like journal my feelings or everything that happens to my life, but that could be like 2015 when I was going through a lot on my first year. I was going through a lot on my first year, and I felt like I needed now to write these emotions. Also, I didn't want to get unless I'm very much comfortable with you, because I don't want people judging me or talking about my situation. So I took a book and I wrote emotions that I had for the past 7 months, because from February, March, April, May, June, July, August, I was going through a lot of emotions, and I kind of felt like there was a burden off my shoulders after writing that. And I felt like things were kind of like changing a little bit. And I was okay. I felt like things were changing a little bit after I wrote, but I'm never good at writing things. I always misplace my diaries. I always don't know what I did with my diaries, and so I don't write down. So I always have these thoughts in you know. So that day I decided to take my laptop. I took my laptop and I said, "Dear diary." I remember the first thing that I said, "Dear diary." I'm not one to journal my feelings or my journey or anything, but I'm just like overwhelmed with all these emotions and I just don't know where to direct them. So I guess this is where we at, this is where we are, and you will have to listen to what I have to say, you know. And so I started writing all my emotions and everything that I was going through, even the beginning of this year. I started beginning of this year until last month, because also I felt like beginning of this year I've been holding on and I've been trying to put all these emotions inside of me so that everyone else can see that nosibo, that they know on a well, except the one person or two people that actually know logo nosibo, obviously my boyfriend and my friend in all time, and shout out to her, man, for always being on my corner. You know, that's a ninja, eh? That's a ninja. She's always on my corner. Anyways, so I wrote everything down. And after writing it down, and I felt like, you know what? Let me go and speak with my chomlets. I call the Angie Ichomizam Izincha. That's how I call my gang. Right, so that's how I call my so I felt like I needed to speak with my new friends, and I did the partnering thing. I spoke with them, and I kind of like wanted to also like cry, but at the same time, you know, that's my biggest problem, is that that's why even because abazali bam was but obviously sikhulele ecaweni, even my grandmom ngumuntu wecawe, so obviously ndikhulele kwifamily ethandazayo. But I've always been that person that feels like if then there's nothing eyenzekayo, why should I feel the need to tandaza when the person knows what I am going through? You know, why do I need to kneel every day and speak with you and ask you for a better life, but you're not even providing for that for me? So I've always been that person, you know. And so even when I went to them, I knew that, well, obviously they already know that I want to cry and I'm heartbroken and whatnot, so there's no need for me to cry in front of them, if it makes sense. But I felt like that, so I just spoke with them, and the street around, it was late when I was speaking with them, and after I was done, I took my phone and I went to my WhatsApp, and when I got to my WhatsApp, I had a text from my former colleague. He was asking me that there's this person that started an events company, and she's looking for a professional person that can handle her social media platforms, and she's going to pay you for that job. Are you willing to take that job? And I obviously had some time to think about it for like few minutes, because I was also scared to take the job, because I felt like if then I take this job, what if I fail at it? What if I do again? It goes back to that thing of me saying that I don't take failure very well. I'm so scared of failing, and therefore that's why most of the times I would rather reject indoor than to actually do it and then fail at it. So I was like, no, what if I fail at this? Do I take it? Do I whatnot? And I was also at the same time thinking, what if it chomlets is they're giving me a friendship allowance right now, because obviously it's not that much, but you know, they're like, okay, Chomi, this is how it's going to work. we're gonna give you like a friendship allowance right now, and this is uzotini, and then after that we can speak again. Like, how about that deal, baby girl? How about that deal? So I was like, okay, cool. Let me see if I can do this. So I asked how many followers does she have on the pages, and then they're like, no, it's not much, whatnot and whatnot. Okay, I was like, okay, cool, you can give her my number. And then we speak from that day. We spoke, and it was around 10 in the evening, right? So we speak, and then she was like, okay, can you start tomorrow? I was like, yes, I can start tomorrow. But at the same time, I was so skeptical because Ekaya, again, there's no network. There's like no network. Well, MTN can go a whole entire day saying emergency calls only. Vodacom can have not even like 4G YK, but it's not working. I get Telecom. So I'm basically using 3 SIM cards: Telecom, Vodacom, and MTN, right? But all of them in network payana I spanny, yabo. So I was also scared of that. Then but I agreed. I was like, okay, cool, no, we can start tomorrow. Started tomorrow. I had to set up like new pages, by the way. So if you haven't seen the pages, on Facebook, it's Mizio Events Management. Mizio is Mizzio, Mizzio. And then on Instagram, it's Mizio underscore events management .co, right? That's where you can follow them. Please do follow it. I am trying to grow the fellowship on those social media pages. Also, if you're looking for an events company that can provide you with all sorts of services, you will see the services there on our pages. You can book us. We are definitely open for bookings. Okay, listen to me now. Okay, we are open for bookings. So anyways, and so I was like, okay, let me take this gig. And then I started working on the 29th of August, right? And it has been so far a nice journey, and I haven't even realized how much I enjoy social media. Like, I didn't know, maybe it's because on my previous job I was also handling social media, but I didn't realize how much I was enjoying it. And maybe it's because of the environment that I was working in that made me not realize that I was enjoying this. This is something I was living. Okay. So far, I would wake up so early in the morning and I have all these ideas like, okay, fine, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Okay. So I was so excited about that. I was really excited about that. So which is something that so far has been so good into my life, you know, like it's been amazing, man. It's really been amazing. I'm not going to lie. Having something to do, it's nice, right? And something to do that will kind of bring you money in. Yeah, about no buying mailing, you know, the fact that you're not going to ask for toiletries to your parents, because according to my friends and my boyfriend, my toiletries are expensive. That's according to them. I'm not aware of that. Also to have money, you know, just J for something, you know, it's kind of nice, you know. So I am so excited about that, and I hope that this is the beginning, you know, of greater things. Because obviously now I started having plans for my life when I was 12 years old. I thought by now, I really thought by now, man, I would be having everything, right? Not necessarily everything, but everything. I would be having my own apartment. I would be having my own car. I would have been a graduate right now, of which I am a graduate. But it's just that things have been happening in a way that I've never even imagined it. it's like, okay, fine, you see, you planned to graduate at the age of 20, and then, okay, fine, you were a year later to your plan, right? I graduated at the age of 21, and then when I was 22, there was so much going on in my life that was great and bad. Bad in terms of relationships, so but also there were things that were happening in my life that brought me so much joy and felt like, okay, fine, this is the direction that I want to take in life. For example, I thought by now I would be a well-known presenter. Okay, fine, like on a national radio station, because I am a, well, this means got so if I want to buy 3 bands that I'm a presenter, well, I am a well-known presenter to me, okay? So, alright, so I was a presenter, obviously, for a radio station, and I obviously thought that by now I would be on a national radio station, but that hasn't happened, and it really sucks. It really sucks. It sucks in an extent that also you see yourself wanting to do these things for the longest time, but because of your internal issues. For example, I wanted to start a YouTube channel in 2018, but I had these internal issues that I needed to deal with, that were kind of like holding me back from doing that. And I finally did start the YouTube channel this year, and I'm so proud of myself for doing that, because I know that as much as this year hasn't been like easier for me as well, but I'm so proud for taking that step. Really, ako enini design, ako ebenumphone, but I'm really proud of myself for taking that step towards the right direction. I believe so. As much as I feel like I am not now providing you guys with the kind of content that I really thought that I would be giving you right now, I understand that it's not a top tier content, and we will get there, okay? I just need my chankuras, and then we will obviously get there, okay? Thank you, right? So there are other things that I felt like I wanted to do along the way, but still they just not happening. And sometimes you would ask yourself so many questions, man, what is wrong with me? What is it that I did wrong that makes me not to be where I want to be? For instance, I mean, like a lot of people would say that you don't look at your peers, don't feel the pressure from your peers, but it's, the reality is it's unavoidable. You know, you cannot not feel the pressure from your peers when you see them doing good. You know, many personal issues is getting down. But bottom line is that if and can sustain that, if apartment and can sustain that, if that for me, baby girl, that for me is the content I signed up for. You know, so you ask yourself a lot of questions. What is it that I'm doing wrong? Because obviously I did come from a disadvantaged background, but I made sure that I made things work for myself. For instance, I'm the first person to graduate at home, and so I thought by now at least izinto bezizabe zisithi yabo, and ndingathi nazo bezisiza andiyazi ngokuba jiki heavy kwasi kwathatheki sharp curve or short curve, whatever it is, yabo. So those are the things that make you to sit down and feel like you are literally failing, you know, and you're having it a hard time to take the L. Because abanye abantu move on in life, and you're the only person that is kind of like feeling like you stuck. And this thing of saying that, oh no, you're gonna have your story one day and whatnot, I don't want to have my story one day. Can I please have a story as a happy ending? Because abanye abantu started not necessarily from lenda wondiqale, obviously I understand, but at the same time, why must I keep on suffering when abantu they're not necessarily suffering the way that I'm suffering? You get my point? So for me to say, Bana, oh no, you're going to be fine, own pace, own lane, baby girl, I don't want that. I don't want that. Okay? What I want now is to have have a car, fix interest, and do this and do that. So for me to be staying here and being frustrated the whole entire day, and obviously I don't have control over that, but it's still trying to be a positive person is not working out as well. Trying to be a positive person is definitely not working out. Hence, I even hate listening to motivational speakers. You will never see me quoting in motivational speakers. You will never see me posting about what motivational speakers are saying. You will never see me post about that. I would rather speak about COVID-19 from morning to evening. I don't care. But posting motivational quotes and don't, I'm not gonna do that, because at the end of the day, I want to be very much aware of my reality, because I sometimes feel like that's just an escape from your reality to post about that and trying, of which it's a great thing, because it has obviously gave a lot of people hope and keeping them sane and not killing themselves. But at the end of the day, yeah, but we might as well face reality. It is what it is. So that's just me. But I'm grateful okubana ndifumene le gig that I got. From then going forward, I will try my level best to actually also look for ezinye gigs as well, and to what I can possibly do, right? And if so that's basically what has been going on in my life. And another thing I did mention on my vlog is that I am in King Williamstown, okay? And to everyone that knows my parents, and Ukobela one, please don't show them this video. For as far as they know that I'm in East London, not in King Williamstown. So I will tell you why I am in King Williamstown, but don't show them, okay? Do not show them that. Mna nechomi zam sayazi basiphi, but Nina, do not tell them that. Okay, thank you. Anyways, I am in King Williamstown. So I did mention that at Kaya there's no network coverage. I struggle a lot with the network, and so I've decided that I could have went to my friends in East London, obviously, but sometimes you kind of like have to weigh your options, in a sense that they're my friends. My friend has been my friend for like 10 years now, and we're very much close, right? But now the problem is that I'm someone that is very scared of jeopardizing relationships. I'm very scared. I don't have a huge cycle, and so I don't like jeopardizing what I have. So for me since I understand myself and the kind of person that I am, I always prefer to kind of like this distance, because this is out. You get my point. For example, now I am at my boyfriend's place. I am at my boyfriend's place, and it's day 5 now. It's day 5 of me being day 5 of me being here, right? And please, also to all the content creators that are not afraid of anything, can they please do a content on Umhlaliswano 101? Because child, hey, well guys, you all made this thing. Okay, I know that I'm on day 5. Obviously, there's nothing hectic that has happened now, but maybe it's because of my emotions and all of them being all over the place. But I don't really think that Umhlaliswano is that nice. I don't. Please, guys, do a content on that, please. So I have been with him for 5 days now. And obviously he asked me how do I feel about that, because for him it's obviously a dream come true. He had asked me for the past 2 years of us being in a relationship to stay with him. I was like, no, I don't want that. So I was like, okay, fine, for me I can come here, right, and stay here and try to work things out for myself. And he's happy about that. I'm not. And also, don't worry, he knows I said that I'm very honest when it comes to him. I did tell him that I'm not happy about this whole arrangement thinking, but I have to do what I have to do. So I'm not. I feel like I'm in a space where I thought I would never be in, and that really sucks. Again, it goes back to that thing of me saying that I have planned my whole entire life for the past, since I was 12 years. So I knew what I wanted. So I obviously told him the truth that I'm not happy, but I just have to do what I have to do. Maybe I will start enjoying it and be like, okay, and hamba yabona, or whatever the case may be. I don't know, but the very independent person in me just doesn't want to be here. Okay, doesn't want to be here. But it is what it is. I have to make things work for myself, and I have to make things. I don't want to mess things up. Also, a network here is boppering, so I have to, swallow my pride and be here. So it has been exactly that has been going on in my life, right? So I am now in King Williamstown. I don't know how long I will be here. I'm still looking for a Miss, however, but I'm also kind of enjoying the gig that I have right now, and it's pretty much working very fine for me. So that's why I decided to do this live update thingy. I don't think I'm fine though. I don't think I'm at a point where I'm saying that I am fine, but I'm just letting life take its course, because I know that I can't do annoyance. Those situations where you just feel like you could be doing this, but at the same time there's nothing that you can do, right? So you just need to allow life to take its course and take you into whatever direction. So I'm obviously not going to say I am fine, but now that's what is important. Obviously now I'm feeling any pain, so that's what is important. But at least I'm coffee, so I will try maybe tomorrow to make things work out for me. I'm really stressed out about a lot of things. I think that's also the reason why I had, when I posted on Instagram, please do follow me on Instagram. I am nosipho_kewuti, and then on Facebook I am nosipho_kewuti, so that's where you can find me. Anyways, so the video that I uploaded on my social, talking about me having anxiety about posting the blog that I posted, maybe it's because also nalapo I felt like I came back very soon on YouTube, or not necessarily me coming back very soon on YouTube, but me coming back on YouTube without the things that I thought I would be having right now, because I am putting out the content. I did put out the content on the channel, and I feel like I'm feeling. I'm feeling, and it's not what I want. When I was home, they annoy the hell out of me, guys. And there's no end of this next to this door, so I'm the winner of why here? So I was saying, but when I was home, I was watching my videos, and I'm like, is this the kind of content that people have been watching? The blurry one in his video. Why would you watch that kind of content? Joking, guys, but I was watching my videos and I was like, you are us, and this is not what I was taught for journalism. This is not what Utabo taught me good television practice. Okay, this is I believe that I'm a perfectionist, so in the time I need to do it. No be 100 days, but I still need to do it. I'm doing it so now I'm proud and the happy girl. But now obviously when I look at my content that I've already uploaded, I'm not proud. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not proud of it. I know the content that I wanted to upload. It's just that you get my point. You get my point. The quality of it does not make me happy. And like this, but I guess someone gave me an advice saying that you need to start with what you have, and I'm trying to console myself with that, saying I have to start with what I have, and then going forward I'm gonna try to find any into that will definitely do make me happy. So I've already found my niche in terms of where I wanted to take the channel. I've already found it, and I am happy with that, even though I haven't really put out the kind of content that I want to put out on the channel. But we will get where I want us to get to, right? I believe so. I really believe so. So maybe by this time next year, we will be singing a different tune to what I am saying right now. So that's basically what it's all about, guys. That's what it's all about. It was just me actually trying to vent out and telling you where I am currently at in my life. I am currently in a position that just annoys me. Okay, feeling like I don't have control of my life. I don't. But there's a lot that is happening, but we move regardless. We move. So that is basically what it's about. I'll just keep on for now. I'm planning about the channel and what kind of content I want to upload and how do I go about it until I actually find the equipment that I want to have, So yeah, man, yeah, it's like that. So before again, let me dolls love and leave you. So for me, on my side, it's ciao diose. I am done. Until we meet again on my next video, guys. I really do love you and highly appreciate your support. We are currently sitting at 155, and thank you so much. And to those that will be watching this video without subscribing, please do so. Please do so, guys. I really want to grow this huge family, and I promise that in no time we will be having a top tier content, and also Nani is about proud hi, you are part of my family. Okay, there's one more onenza proud ne yayazi unenza proud in terms of the content that I upload here. But please ndicela nto zakuthi ne ndiyanicela ndiyanibongoza khanibe nihamba nami kwangoku and share with your friends and tell them that there's this channel that is still planning to upload a lot of content. Please that they do subscribe with it. So for me, on my side, from my side and my chomlets, till we meet again.